Are we on? Man, I don't even know where to start. It's been so long since I talked in front of the camera, and so you're gonna find me stumbling today. As for the title of this video, welcome to my Airbnb. Before I give you guys a tour, I'll just do a little bit of background of this Airbnb. This house here is the basement of my house. It's fully detached. It means that it has a separate entrance, and it also has its own kitchen and own laundry room. So basically kind of like your own suite. These houses are very popular here in Canada. A lot of people here in Canada have turned the basement to a basement suite to help them and get income. So I've had this house for about 4.5 years now, and during those times it always had tenants in here. It was either my mom or some friends, and the reason why I wanted to turn this into an Airbnb is because I've always wanted to do it, and I think this is the best time and the best location to do it, since I'm just living upstairs. And so if anything happens, or with cleaning as well, I'm here to do it, and this will give me a jump start on the Airbnb business. And when I first started and learning about Airbnb, I tell you this, it's a different ball game than just owning and renting, because yes, it's part of real estate, it's part of being a landlord, but at the same time, it feels like a different department, which I'm really excited for the challenges and the experience I'm going to learn. So without further ado, let's start our tour. Okay, we're gonna start with the entrance. Obviously, this is the door outside, and this is kind of like the entrance. And as you enter, this is the stairs to go to the basement. I really don't know what I'm gonna put in here yet. Like, this space here feels empty. I feel like it needs some plants or some art on this wall here, just to make it like nice. Nice. Now we're going down. And this is kind of like the hall. The basement is not fully done. Like, there's still some stuff that I need to do, but I would say it's about like 90% done. There was nothing here before, and I wanted to put some painting so that it doesn't feel empty. And also, this is my cleaning supply closet, or like a storage, since the basement doesn't have any extra door that I could put a lock into. And so I bought this off Amazon, and I think it's a perfect size. As you can see right now, I have some maintenance stuff here still. And then this is obviously where I have my cleaning cloths, and then towels, paper towels. Also, the cleaning supplies that I'll be needing for my cleaners and for myself. If you have an Airbnb, this is a must. So this has a lock, and visitors can't open these, and I'll also put a label that this is cleaning supplies and don't open. And also after this, we have the fridge, and basically kind of like the kitchen now. And I was like rearranging the kitchen and also like the living room, because since it's like one space, I had a hard time. I'm gonna show you guys some pictures of what it looks like when I first draw it out, and then I had people help me out, kind of give me ideas, you know, like where to put the couch and where to put a table, because this table was all the way to the wall, which I didn't really like, because you know, you're eating and then you're gonna get food on the wall. And so I had the idea to just move it out here, more kind of like in the middle. In cabinets, right? I've put lining on my cabinets, pretty much on all of these. Why? Because I just want the paint not to be chipped. And I also have my stuff for the kitchen. And where did I get my utensils and stuff? I got them from IKEA. You know, 90% of my kitchen utensils are from IKEA. What I really like coming into the Airbnb is to offer a full kitchen. My kitchen is not full because I don't have a dishwasher. In terms of like cooking utensils, I have them. I'm just really hoping that I don't get 4 stars because I don't have a dishwasher. That knife set I got from Marketplace, and then Canadian Tire for the toaster. And I've also put some painting here just to make it look nice. Here are my tricks for paintings. All the frames that I have here, except for maybe 3 or 2, I've got from thrift shopping. And I would buy digital paintings for maybe, I don't know, $10. And then you have like maybe 1,000 of choices to print this painting. And then I just had my local printing shop print these, and I just replace them. I take these screws out and then put on my painting. And I know it takes a while, but it's gonna save you hundreds of dollars. And we're gonna go into the living room. So after the kitchen, you have the living room, which I think I did really good in this space, because at first I was like, where do I put the TV? Why do I put here in the corner? I had a chair there before, but I just felt like the chair was so big for that space. And so I took it out and just replaced it with throw blankets basket instead. To start off with my couch. Oh, and as also you can notice that the ceiling is not really high. I know it's unfortunate. When the home builder was building this house, he replaced everything new except for the foundation, and the house was like built in 70s. The house built in the 70s, the basements are low compared to these days. You have like 10 feet ceilings. That's just one of the downside here in the basement. It's just if you are 6'2" or 3, you might have to like duck when you go in between the kitchen and the living room. But for Asian people, got no problem, right?
What do you mean by that?
So I got this couch in Jisk. I knew that I had to be mindful of the couch that I was gonna buy because I don't have a lot of space, and if I do buy a big couch, it's just gonna make the space really small. I was like very lucky because when I started buying all my furnitures and stuff, it was like around the Boxing Day, right around like Christmas, and you know, during those times, it's like everything is like 30–50% off, and so I saved thousands of dollars in savings for all my furnitures on everything I bought. I've got this mirror off IKEA. I wasn't too sure where I was gonna put it at first, but then I felt like the space needed the mirror. I have this round table from Jisk as well. Guys, check this out. This does not look fake, right? I've got this for a steal off Facebook Marketplace. And I also got this from Jisk, the counter. What I really like about this is like very solid and it has that like shiny finish. And then I've got these plants all from Jisk as well. I have 3 TVs, so one in the living room and one in each bedroom. Yeah, for the 3 TVs I got them for $1,300 off Costco. I know, right? They are QLED, which is better than the HD. And I just bought LED lights from Amazon and I just put them behind it. And I also have the TV mount in the back. All right, our next one is our washroom. This washroom is very spacious and a very good size for a basement. I have a pretty decent size of a tub. Each side has shelving units, which is pretty cool. And each side as well has shelving units. Okay, let's go to bedroom number 1. I've got a queen size mattress and a queen size frame. These actually came like rolled, which was crazy. And I just opened it and it just kind of like expanded. And I know this space was gonna be tight. And at first I was like, I was gonna put the headboard here facing this way and the TV here. But I was like, no, that's too tight. And so that's just why I kind of did it this way. And then also we have the bedside tables. What do you guys think of the bedside tables? Do you like them? You're not? And I also put like this plant here in the corner. I'm not too sure about this situation we have here right now. This is only temporary. And also for your mattresses, pillows and beddings, do not cheap out on, right? This is something that I didn't cheap out on. I'm gonna be putting a waterproof cover in this and I'm gonna invest some good pillows. My favorite part of this room would probably be this painting right here. This came out so nice with the gold frame and just like the overall painting. This is my favorite part of this room, is this painting. And I think every room, my favorite part is the painting. 55-inch TV, and this is also came from Jisk, which I really like. It has plenty of space. That is the bedroom 1. We're gonna go to our bedroom 2. All right, before I give you guys a tour in this bedroom, look what I'm dealing with right now. It's been a month already and I still haven't finished this. The problem was there was mold in the corner. As a homeowner, I don't like mold because it's dangerous and it spreads. And so this is why we had to take the board apart, the trim out and replace it. I'm hoping this will be done this week. I installed and assembled this bed frame. This is gonna be queen size again. Same thing here, just a table stand and 55-inch TV. And I just have something different here. This will be my bedside tables here, which is kind of nice. But yeah, this is basically my Airbnb in the basement. Oh, I didn't show you guys the laundry room yet. You know, all in all, I think I've spent about maybe close to 10 or 12 grand for the furnitures and everything, and also the repairs. Aside from repairs and the furnitures, I also have to pay the rent for last month and also a little bit of this month because I'm hoping to get this thing started by the end of the week, and so I can start posting in Airbnb. And I think for the expenses breakdown, I will do a separate video for that. It's been a very long month of, you know, buying furnitures, doing some repairs. The laundry room that you saw was not what it looked like before. Me and my dad put some work on it. We put tiles and also we put the baseboards in. And also I mentioned earlier that most of my stuffs were bought in IKEA and we don't have IKEA in our city, and I had to drive 2 hours to Calgary to buy these furnitures and whatever I need. But all the hard work is going to pay off. I know that because I am very confident of what I have to offer versus what the market offers. And so I'm going to end the video here. If you guys have any comments, just comment down below. And like always, thank you for watching.